Hello to all our friends in YouTube land. I'm Joe with Gramophone, and we are super excited today. We're broadcasting from Gramophone's Experience Center in Timonium, Maryland. And the two reasons we're excited are, number one, we have taken on SVS as a business partner. We're really glad about that because discussions have been going on for a bit and we're glad it all came together. But the second thing is we're on camera today with my friend Gary Yacoubian, president of SVS. Gary?
Joe,
we're so glad to have you here. Thanks, it's great to see you. And your smiling face, this is good stuff. And really we're here today to talk about the flagship subwoofer in your range of subwoofers, and you have quite a few. This is the SB16-Ultra. So maybe what we can do is, even before we get into that, just let's hear a little bit first off about Gary and your journey to how you got to where you are with SVS.
Well, thanks for that, Joe. First of all, really honored to be here. And what I really want to talk about is, I've been, my journey, I've basically never left Maryland in the DC, Baltimore area. And part of that time I was in retail. And I've known about Gramophone pretty much my entire professional life. And I have to say, we are so honored at SVS to have a partnership with Gramophone. Gramophone is one of the most professional, maybe the most professional retail and integrated organizations in the entire United States and really on the planet. And just being in this amazing experience center, I'm just blown away by the professionalism, the beauty of this store, and really showing the possibilities of technologies in a person's home. And that's a lot of what SVS is about. What SVS is about is bringing the potential of really great sound to more and more people. We do that with what we like to think are groundbreaking reference experiences that come to people in price ranges that are more inclusive, I would say, than the typical speaker brand. And we also like to talk to people on their level, which is why I love to do things like this video. So I'm really honored to be a part of the Gramophone partnership, but also working with you on this video and talking to your world.
So Gary, I think one of the things that's so exciting to me about this product, it is your flagship subwoofer, and anytime you talk about a flagship product, that's great. But it's so clear to me that a lot of the technologies that are in this product have also migrated their way into the rest of the brand. And so if you don't mind sharing with us a little bit about the specific technologies you were able to do in here, and then we'll take up the topic of how they wind up in other products too.
Joe, that's a great way to frame it up. Actually, I totally agree with you that what our vision at SVS, this is our reference, this is our best subwoofer platform. But we do, with each subsequent product launch, and the way we do it is we'll start with our best, go to the next one, go to the next one, go to the next one, until we get to our most affordable one. Each one of them fully represents the pinnacle of SVS technology, and so that goes all the way from our top of the line SB16 and PB16 subwoofers, all the way down to our most affordable 1000 Pro series subwoofers. They fully represent the full flowering of this technology platform that we're going to talk about.
I think another element to the subwoofer that we haven't really touched on in any detail yet is the box itself, the cabinet, which, by the way, number one, is beautiful.
Thank you.
So that's an achievement. You did a great job with the quality of the polishing and so forth. It's beautiful. But then secondly, when you've got that tremendous flow of bass energy, and that's a very different thing from the energy in a tweeter, let's say, if the box itself is moving or shaking, it's adding distortion to the whole picture. So any comments you might have about some of the things you did in engineering the actual box around the product would be helpful.
I forgot I was talking with a subwoofer expert. So that's extremely astute what you just said. It's very true. Yes, it's a beautiful cabinet. I'm going to say we're proud of it. It's simple. The lacquer, the gloss is beautiful. It's 10 coats of hand-applied piano lacquer, which you will not see on anything other than the most high-end speakers. And I would always encourage people when they're in a store, look at the gloss very closely. If you see shiny mirror-like finish, then you know that it's high quality piano gloss. If you see what we call orange peel, kind of a textured look, it isn't. And as far as the sound of the cabinet, you're totally right. Cabinet resonance is our enemy. This is extremely well-braced MDF, which is that particle board. You wouldn't use wood planks because they resonate.
Right.
It's extremely high density MDF, and it's heavily braced. And when the subwoofer is playing, if you put your hand on the cabinet, you can barely tell, and that means that the cabinet is adding minimal distortion. So great question.
Let's talk also, if you don't mind, a little bit about control, because to blend the subwoofer in, and your point a few moments ago was absolutely correct. If you're hearing the subwoofer or aware of the subwoofer, something's wrong. So you really want to have the subwoofer be a part of the system in a way that it disappears, but when you get that big bass impact, you know it. And I know that you guys have worked on an app that I think you're pretty happy with at this point for the product.
You know, our what we call the SVS community, they love the app. This is the app, and I guess maybe we can show it
Sure.
in the video. But it's really cool because you can go as deep into the setup of the subwoofer as you want to. You can do things like crossover points and slope. You can adjust the polarity of the subwoofer. These are all things that the average person probably won't do. But if they want to, they totally can. It is bidirectional, connected by Bluetooth, so you don't even need to be line of sight. You can see what you're doing on your phone, and it can be an iPhone or an Android phone, or you can actually see confirmation on the subwoofer itself because it's bidirectional.
I learned a long time ago that with really premium products that are uber expensive, in a way that's not such an engineering challenge. To me, a much bigger engineering challenge is when you're bringing a premium product at a price that a lot of people can still afford. And I think that that's really a place where SVS shines.
Yeah, and I like the way you put that. Thank you for that. Because SVS is all about, we don't want to be a value brand per se. What we want to do is bring reference experiences to more people with a groundbreaking value proposition, so that somebody opens up the box of their SVS product, whether it's a speaker, subwoofer, I think we're going to talk at some point about even our smart speakers, that they feel like they're getting a product that is totally uncompromised. It's a reference, aspirational, awesome experience, but it's within reach of a relatively normal person. And that the SB16-Ultra for us, which we're talking about today, is very exemplary of what that is.
So let's just show how fully featured this subwoofer is on the back panel. The SB16-Ultra features, first off, a standard IEC socket. They include a very heavy cable with the product, but you can upgrade to an even better one. It has RCA inputs and outputs, but also a very nice touch, they give you balanced inputs and outputs, which typically will be not only a little quieter, less noise and distortion, but also a little bit more output. So Gary, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you about your flagship product. I always get excited talking about flagships, but talking to you about this flagship has been especially fun. You can see SVS and all of our wonderful brands at gramophone.com. And you can shop at Sky by Gramophone, where you'll always get a secure checkout, fast and free shipping, straight to your door. Our social media links we'll put below, so you can check those out as well. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe, and tag that little bell down below so that you'll always be reminded when we're posting fresh content. We hope that you come and visit us at our stores. We're in Timonium, Columbia, and Gaithersburg, Maryland. Check out our wonderful new Experience Center, where you will see spectacular products displayed spectacularly. And check out our Kitchen Design Center in Hunt Valley, Maryland. We thank you for watching this video. We look forward to seeing you soon.